Been away for a while. Computer's been playing up. Hasn't been very nice to me, and it's still occasionally turning itself on, even now. Cheers. I suppose the wonderful thing is the world appears to be heading towards global warming disaster. David Attenborough was on the BBC last night in their climate change programs that they've been broadcasting recently, and he said if they don't do these things to plateau out the effects of global warming, in other words, have them still staying as they are today, getting no better and getting worse still, really, we have to do several things, and one of them is for probably every individual on the planet that's using a lot of energy to only use half as much energy as they're already using. Another one was to create loads and loads of wind farms, tens of thousands of windmills offshore to create the energy. That's a hell of a lot of metal and building materials, but it is sort of 100% environmentally friendly after it's been put up, I suppose. And then there was solar energy and solar farms. Oh well, fair enough, solar farms are a good idea, definitely. And there's this whopping great big plant, I think it was off the coast of one of the Scandinavian countries, that is actually pumping carbon dioxide back into the rocks of the earth underneath the North Sea. Now, to me, that's like, what's going to happen to that carbon dioxide gas after it's been locked up in those rocks for God knows how long? Is it going to seep out or what? They didn't really say. And David Attenborough didn't mention a word about biomass at all. Again, indeed. Sorry to be so boring and all that. I mean, let's face it. 100 views on the first one that I put on a month ago, and nobody's, interested enough to bother to tell anybody what I'm doing. Trying to tell the world about hemp. You should be telling all your mates, all your friends. Hey, go around in circles. Go around in circles. That's what you should be doing. Going around in circles, getting back a full revolution to the global mass production and processing of cannabis hemp. Educate the nation, tell the nation the truth. That's all you have to do. And then, well, I suppose it's not all you have to do, because we're going to have to find the money somewhere to the music is on. The sun has the music on. Where oh yes, the governments have to educate the nations about cannabis hemp instead of persecuting and prosecuting people that use it to become happy. You know, to stop them from being depressed about the fact that global warming is going to completely annihilate our civilization. You know, that is the truth of the matter. Diddy David Attenborough said to the one of the scientists, "Don't you get depressed about what you know, to you know, your predictions and all the rest of it." And the scientist said that he lived in hope that people would actually minimise their use of energy, would create thousands upon thousands of wind farms all over the world, and create tens of thousands of these great complexes that pump carbon dioxide back into the rocks of the earth. Now, to me, that's some sort of weird insanity. All of it is, in a way, because there's no way that they're going to get their acts together to actually do all of that. But they also need to grow hemp and mix that hemp with, you know, the fossil fuels, sadly, to minimise the output of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere as much as they can. And that's the struggle that we have to let them know about, because from what I understand, cannabis hemp is the biggest provider of ethanol fuel, really, better than any of the others. It produces more per acre than any of the others. And if they would like to correct me on it, they can. I know from research that it produces 30% more than rapeseed. So why aren't the governments doing it? That's the problem. I'm going to have another sip of orange. I hope you're not picking up bad language with the dog barking at the son's girlfriend in the background. So, yes, I'm a common man living in the city of Birmingham, trying to tell the world about global warming and trying to ask them to, you know, do something about it. Speak to their representatives and their leaders and moan. Because if you've got brothers and sisters or, you know, children or grandchildren like me, it's those grandchildren that stand a chance of really, not even those, I mean, if worst case scenario, the Gulf Stream cools down quick enough, you know, or soon enough, or even the day after tomorrow, because I don't think scientists know what temperature it has to reach before a frozen northern hemisphere becomes a reality. I suppose that's the frightening thing, isn't it, really? That frozen northern hemisphere. But at the moment, the southern hemisphere is heating that up that much that they're worried that the rainforest is going to become a desert. And what's going to be the effects of that on the rest of the world? The whole thing is very, very frightening. Not to me, because I probably won't be around. But, you know, I do worry about my little Lauren, after all. Bye-bye, everybody, for a while.